Yeah, the good thing is I had Coach Cromer and Coach Trustman in Chicago, so I was in a familiar, almost identical system for 2 years. And then I've had 9 different offensive coordinators, so slant to slant, seam to seam. You just got to understand the terminology, and then also, the quarterback's timing. But for the most part, I'm comfortable with what we're doing here. Still got, a lot to catch up on.
What about playing with a guy like Drew Brees? What's it
Yeah.
like for you?
Yeah, I think that's a wide receiver's dream. It's exciting. Then also you got, Mike T over there, who's a beast, and a running back. So, it's a complete team, and they're on the roll right now.
I'm not trying to jump ahead, but just being able to potentially play in the playoffs
Yeah.
for you, I mean, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
How excited is that potential?
Yeah, let's not jump ahead.
Right.
Let's not jump ahead.
Right.
I got a lot of learning to do, and a lot of catching up.
What's the journey been like the last couple of years? Has it been kind of strange? Would you say?
Awesome. Awesome. That's the great thing about the NFL. You know what I mean? I've been on the top, and I'm at the bottom right now. So the experiences that you get, the people that you meet, you can't get it anywhere else. The last few years just been fighting and plugging away. Left the Jets, trying to pursue an opportunity like this. Landed in New York, and things didn't go right for us there, and end up getting hurt and on IR, and got an amazing opportunity to go to the Seahawks. That was an amazing experience. I just wasn't healthy enough, So when you're on the other side of 30 and you don't produce, this is the situation you'll find yourself in. So I'm excited and grateful for this opportunity, and I didn't want to be cocky. I don't know, because I've been in, pro-style offenses. I've been in offenses similar to this. I've been in a Wildcat a little bit in Miami, so I've done it all, So to me, it's just, it's offense, right? And I think, what's really helping me right now is I've been in this system for 2 years with Coach Cromer, who spent a lot of time here. So the running game was identical, and then Coach Trustman spent time here, interning and just being a shadow and other things that he was doing. So we did a lot of the things. When you talk about the splits, those little details, are the same. But then there's obviously things that are different in the playbook. So there's some things that it's just memory, right? So just once you pick up the terminology, you'll understand where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there.
Can you still do it like you used to?
No, I'm done. I'm washed up. I went. What my film says. The last, this year is what it is. So that's what it is.
What did you think when you heard Des got hurt?
Devastated for him. It's hard to simulate, football movements and get in football shape. I was in an identical situation this offseason where, I was recovering from ankle and toe surgery, and the first couple weeks of the season for me was like camp, right? I remember being in camp, and I just ran a simple hitch route, and my knee something happened in my knee started flaring up. I was out for a day, but it was just like, you know what I mean? Like, it takes time. You can't just, it just takes time to get in football shape. I feel like he should have never been in that situation, meaning that, Dez Bryant, he's still a talent, so I just, hate to see how, this year has played out for him, right? He should have been on someone's roster, in OTAs and camp, so my heart just hurt for him. I just hope that he makes a speedy recovery and he can get back to being, the X factor that he is. He's a special guy. I've had an opportunity being around him a bunch, and just terrible.
Brandon, what are the Saints getting out of you? What are the Saints getting out of you in this journey? 8 games left in the regular season. What do you want to give to this team?
Well, as of right now, I'm just learning the playbook. So I'll learn the playbook and we'll see what happens. Coach does a great job of putting guys where they're supposed to be. So when I get that assignment, then I'll let you know. But right now, it's just learning the playbook.
What has this week been like for you emotionally? I mean, last week you work out, then they signed Dez, and now you're back signed with the team. Has it been a little bit of a roller coaster, thinking you may get signed and then not, and then them calling back again?
Yeah, it's been interesting. Like I said, I spent so much time, most of my career as the guy and on top, all Pro Bowl guy, and being cut 2 times in a year is interesting. Um, it built a lot of character, and I mean, I've always been a guy that handles adversity well, and or maybe not. And early on in my career, didn't do a great job. But what I mean by handling adversity, like I always pick myself up. You know what I mean? So I never complain or whine. I just do what I got to do. And in this situation, when Seattle cut me, I just continued to work out, stay in shape, and have faith. Made a few phone calls, to see if someone could pull a favor to get a workout. And I knew once I worked out in front of whoever, I would look good. I was healthy. I'm healthy now and ready to roll.